We have to prove ourselves. I think it hurts all of us if it's a complaining, how come there are no women? Okay, fine, you take it, and then you blow it. I mean, how important is that once we get up there and through your experiences?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. I think, apropos kind of pushing through, we've had a lot of experiences around the world where if you give a man and a woman the same opportunity, the man's response is always, sure, I'll do it. And the woman is always more honest, saying, I never did that before. And you get this sense of hesitation. And so sometimes we're a little bit that we have an aura sometimes that maybe we are not as qualified. So it isn't so much, I think, that women blow it. I think that women blow the opportunities through the way in which they communicate or don't communicate about their own ambition. That somehow there's a cultural barrier to expressing your own ambition and having a true conversation about things like that. And so that's part of it. I think the other thing is, and before we beat ourselves up too much, in addition to running my own company, I chair a group called WPO, Women Presidents Organization, and that's 1,400 women-owned businesses. And in the last 10 years or so, women-owned businesses, who have become entrepreneurs, have grown about 57% faster than a lot of the male or other entrepreneurs. And sometimes being pushed out or being it's taking a different track that where women can be more in control of their own destiny. So it's not just, I think we have to look at this in kind of a two-track situation.
Sally, you've been both in that position of being told you're going to be the CEO. I'm sure there was at one point you had never been a CEO, so you had to look at your own abilities and respond to that great job offer. And then later on, you gave job offers to women who you saw that sort of haze over their eyes, like, can I really do this? I mean, talk about that.
Yeah. So let me start off with, if the answers were easy, we would have the answer. And I'm a research analyst by training, as Liz said, and so I tend to, embrace everyone's opinions, but I really want the facts. And the facts are that companies with diverse management teams and all kinds of diversity of thought, diversity of color, diversity of gender, outperform management teams that are more alike. And not by little bits. Catalyst has shown ROEs more than 30% higher, volatility lower, client focus greater, long-term perspective greater. There is actually nothing bad that happens from having more women in senior positions. Nothing that I have seen. And yet, I guess part of the challenge is, how do you know that road not taken? If we put a woman in that role, would our ROE be better or would it be worse? It's hard to know what all the variables are. And so I tend to hope that, the boards will begin to understand the research and place some very good, helpful pressure on management teams to increase this, not for a fairness issue, but for a results issue.